Super Mario Sunshine, released for the Nintendo GameCube in 2002, is one of the most unique and creative Mario games of all time, and is definitely one of my all-time favorite games. Whenever a new major Mario game is getting released, a huge marketing push is made for it, which results in tons of promotional items being made for said game. Super Mario Sunshine was no different. Several figures were made for the game, such as this awesome Mario and Yoshi figure made by Joyride Studios, as well as these cubic blocky figures that feature most of the game's key characters. Along with figures, lots of promotional items were made for the game as well. There was even this Mario's Beach Party sweepstakes held by Best Buy to promote the game, where you would enter to win Mario Sunshine themed prizes, with the first place prize being a legit beach getaway vacation. However, one of the best parts of any Mario game's release are the plushes made to promote the game, and Sunshine had a surprising amount of unique plushes made for it, and that's what I'll be talking about today. In this video, we'll be discussing 3 different sets of Japanese Sunshine plushes, as well as a bonus American plush. All of these releases have their own history and aspects that make them all unique, and I'll be going over all of that today. So, let's begin. Welcome to a look back at the Super Mario Sunshine plushes. When people talk about Nintendo plushes, it's likely the first name that comes to mind is Sanei. For nearly 2 decades now, Sanei has been producing consistently fantastic quality plushes of nearly all of Nintendo's biggest franchises. They've made countless sets based off of Mario, Kirby, Zelda, Animal Crossing, Pikmin, now even Pokemon and Fire Emblem. There is no company that has captured Nintendo's beloved characters in plush form better than Sanei. However, many people don't know where they actually started. What was the first Sanei Mario plush set? Many people believe it was their popular Mario Party 5 plush set, and while that set is great, it actually wasn't their first take on Super Mario. Instead, it was this. That's right, in 2003, Sanei released a set of plushes based off of Super Mario Sunshine. This set contains Mario, Mario, and Yoshi. Yeah, this set only contains 2 characters, but Sanei made them in different sizes, making 6 plushes total. Thanks to an archive of Sanei's website from 2004, we still have the original promotional set image for these guys. It shows a majority of the set posed around a metal tin. It's clear this was Sanei's first attempt at making Mario plushes, before they became the masters they are today. We've got medium-sized Mario and Yoshi, jumbo large-sized Mario and Yoshi, and really tiny magnetic Mario and Yoshi. Being Sanei's first ever set of Mario plushes, these guys look pretty wacky, and because of that, they're super unique. Let's look at the medium-sized Mario for example. He's good, but something about him looks off, but that makes him really special. There aren't any other official Mario plushes out there quite like these guys. Aiding in that is the fact that, hey, Mario has FLUDD. Almost all of the Mario Sunshine Mario plushes have him with FLUDD on his back, as that was a staple of Mario's design in the game. It's a lot like how for Mario Odyssey plushes, Mario always had Cappy's eyes on his hat. That's not all for unique parts of Mario's design in Sunshine though. Since the game's setting is a sunny hot island, Mario is also depicted with short sleeves, and the plushes share this as well. That's right, these Sunshine plushes are some of the few that show Mario's forearms, and that's pretty amazing. The large Mario is basically the same as the medium one, besides being in a sitting pose and of course being slightly larger. Both are very cool plushes. You'll notice that these Marios have a shifty sideways look to them, most likely because these plushes were designed after this famous render from Sunshine. The Yoshi in this set is also pretty great. It's basically the same as the one in the Mario Party 5 set, though it's a little less refined, especially in the face. Still very cute though, as almost all Yoshi plushes are. You may notice though, isn't it a little strange that all of these Yoshis are green? I understand why, as green Yoshi is the main Yoshi, but if we're being technical, green Yoshi isn't playable in Mario Sunshine. Only different colored Yoshis are. Wouldn't it have been awesome if each different size of Yoshi represented a different color seen in the game? Though green Yoshi is the one featured in all of the Sunshine renders of Yoshi, so it makes sense that this color was the one made into a plush. It's the same reason why Joyride Studios' figure features a green Yoshi. That figure is clearly based off of this render. Despite not technically appearing in the game, this Yoshi plush design is pretty iconic, though not for good reasons. If this plush seemed familiar to you, but you don't remember him being a Mario Sunshine plush, allow me to explain. Since this was one of the first readily available plushes of the character, it was the first Yoshi plush to be widely bootlegged. And when I say it was bootlegged, I mean this plush is one of the most highly faked plushes I have ever seen. Want this guy attached to a novelty plush DS stylus? How about one that looks like the blimp power-up from Super Mario Galaxy 2? Want one in a different color? Need a Yoshi pillow pet? Perhaps you're more into larger men. Well, no worries. Do I have the Yoshi for you? For over a decade now, lots of really convincing fakes of this plush have been made. Because of this, it's actually pretty hard to find the official one. It's pretty clear when it's official though, as none of the fakes ever used the Super Mario Sunshine branding of the original. The official plushes have this silky tush tag with the Japanese sunshine logo on it, and have this nice looking paper tag. The paper tag is attached with a gold string, just like the Mario Party 5 set and some of Sanei's older Animal Crossing plushes. Probably the most unique pieces from this set though are these small size plushes that have magnets in them. These adorable Mario and Yoshi plushes have magnets in their hands and shoes, allowing for them to hang on to anything. Sanei would use the same gimmick again for these Cat Mario plushes released for Super Mario 3D World that serve the same function. To be fair though, it makes a lot more sense for those than it does for these. Though if you really want slightly off-model Mario and Yoshi plushes gripping onto your pencils or something, you really can't do much better than these. One thing you'll notice is that Magnet Mario lacks FLUDD, and this is the only Sunshine Mario plush like this. Unfortunately, Sanei didn't make a mini FLUDD to go along with him. At least he still shows his forearms. Considering these are Sanei's first ever plush set based off of this property, these look pretty great. Sanei obviously had a lot to improve on with these guys, but I think that makes them really charming. Unfortunately, these are very hard to find nowadays, as are all Super Mario Sunshine plushes, but if you can find them, they're definitely worth it, as they're all really cool pieces of Sanei and Mario plush history. Our next set was released in UFO Catchers in 2002, and they come from an unlikely source. Say hello to the SEGA Prize Super Mario Sunshine plush set. The what prize? Okay, before you freak out, this makes a lot of sense. SEGA Prize is a company that produces high-quality prize items for amusement areas in Japan. SEGA Prize works with many licenses, not just Sega-owned ones. They've made plushes for many anime licenses, games not made by Sega. Recently, they even made a plush set for Animal Crossing New Leaf. So there's nothing out of the ordinary here. Though you have to admit, the thought of a Mario plush set made by Sega is pretty funny. Well, as funny as it is, I have to say, I think these might be the highest quality plushes out of any Sunshine plush set. The set is small, only containing 3 plushes, but they went for quality over quantity here. We've got Mario, a blue Toad, and a Shine Sprite. Okay, that lineup is certainly lacking and not as unique as it could have been, but the plushes they did make are wonderful. I personally own the blue Toad, and he is fantastic. These have the same level of quality as SEGA Prize's Sonic Adventure UFO plushes, and are around the same size. The only weakness of this set is its lack of uniqueness. I feel like Blue Toad, for example, was a poor choice. It's a great plush in terms of quality, and I'm sure it was unique at the time, but thanks to the new Super Mario Bros. Series, we have plenty of Blue Toad plushes nowadays. I really wish they went with Toadsworth instead. Can you believe there is not a single plush of this incredible character out there? That is such an injustice to him. Toadsworth is up there with characters like Professor Egad and Lubba as Mario characters that continue to not get the plush treatment, despite it being obvious that the companies would make millions if they were to make plushes of them. Why on earth would anyone choose to make Blue Toad over Toadsworth? It's a complete mystery, and I hope SEGA Prize is ashamed of not taking this amazing opportunity. The only plush of Toadsworth that's available is this bootleg of him that's existed since the mid-2000s. The fact that there's a popular unlicensed plush of him proves that there's demand for it, and yet no company has ever stepped up to make the elusive official Toadsworth plush. I don't even think there's an official figure of the guy. What is wrong with this world? With that said, the Mario plush is a very unique take on the character. While SEGA Prize went for accuracy with their Sonic UFO sets, this Mario has a very stylized look to him. He has a big head and a small body and is permanently sitting, just like the large-size Sanei plush. As a whole, this SEGA Mario plush is like a higher quality version of that plush, while also being even larger. Toad is also sitting, showing that these are more display pieces and less plushes to play with. The standout in this set though is for sure the Shine Sprite. That one is awesome, and it's the only official plush we have of the Shine Sprite. It's very simple in design, but it's a must-have for fans of the game. Just like the Sanei Yoshi, the Shine Sprite also unfortunately has tons of bootlegs of it out there, so be careful. The fakes tend to use this new Super Mario Bros. Tag though, which is obviously completely wrong, so it should be pretty obvious if it's real or not. If it has this tag and Sega branding, it's legit. This is such a cool tag, mimicking the box art for the game. The tush tag is the game's logo, along with Sega's logo, which is still really crazy to see on these guys. While not the most exciting set, these guys are certainly worth their value and quality. Sure, I do wish the character choices were a bit more interesting. If I was in charge of this set, I would have done Toadsworth instead of this Blue Toad, or maybe Peach or something. We didn't get a single Sunshine Peach plush, which is a shame as she has a unique design in the game just like Mario. Regardless, these are still some awesome plushes. And hey, where else are you going to be able to say you have Mario plushes made by Sega? While the SEGA Prize set generally lacks in variety, this next set absolutely does not. This gorgeous set is the most obscure Sunshine plush set, but is also the best one, in my eyes at least. These guys were apparently made by the company Nippon Auto Toy. Ever heard of them? I hadn't before starting work on this video, but man, they know how to make some Mario plushes. This set contains 6 characters: Mario, Yoshi, as well as both male and female Piantas and Nokis. If you're a fan of this game and had no idea these existed, I'm sure you just freaked out, cause these are amazing. All of the variety that was lacking with SEGA's plush set can be found here, and each plush looks super unique and stylized. Information on this set is very scarce. I think they were made by Nippon Auto, and I think they were released in UFO catchers, but concrete info is tricky to find with such a limited and rare set. Believe it or not, I actually own the Mario from this set. I don't have any of the others, and I don't really expect to get any of the other characters because just like any obscure Mario character that has a plush, they go for a ton. But that's okay because this Mario is just fantastic. Once again, he has FLUDD attached to his back, and it looks just as good as it does on other plushes. Mario is posed standing and can actually stand on his own. His feet have cardboard in them so they're flat, and that combined with FLUDD as a support makes it so this plush can stand freely. And that's really awesome. It's uncommon to find plushes that can do that. His proportions aren't very accurate, he has really short arms for example, but I don't know. I think everything comes together to look very pleasing on this plush. His face is all embroidered and looks great, and even the emblem on his hat is embroidered, unlike the other Sunshine Mario plushes. My Mario unfortunately came without his paper tag, though he does still have his tush tag. This Mario is a really cool dude, and that extends to the rest of the set. The Yoshi looks a lot cleaner than Sanei's, having a charmingly cartoony look to him, making for a very cute Yoshi. This Yoshi's posture is pretty nice too. He can't stand as well as Mario, but that's because he's in a riding pose. I can't imagine the Mario can ride Yoshi very well as he's very firm, but this is a great pose for Yoshi and one that rarely gets done. The play-by-play Yoshi is one of the few that also do this, but this Sunshine plush is significantly better made. While the Mario and Yoshi plushes are high quality, this set is legendary for the other 4 characters in it, those being male and female versions of Pianta and Noki, resident characters featured heavily in the game. These are incredible. It's so great to have plushes of these characters as they're integral to the game. There are people out in this world that really need a male Pianta plush, so I'm happy Nippon Auto filled that niche. This guy is based off of this render of a Pianta, which is why they chose this specific color scheme and also why he's holding a durian, one of the fruits featured in the game. The female Pianta is based off of this render and looks just as good as her male counterpart, though she isn't holding anything. The male Noki plush is holding a big green and white striped shell, while the female Noki is holding, oh my gosh, a little baby Noki! How cute is that? These guys are the best, absolutely the highlight of Super Mario Sunshine plushes. Unfortunately, as is the case with many obscure Mario character plushes, these are very hard to find, especially tagged. But they're a great addition to any collection, so if you are somehow able to find them, they're definitely worth it. Well, sorta. As you can see, these are very shiny. They're made out of a pretty flimsy material and aren't stuffed super well, as you can see by how some of these droop a bit. I'm not sure why they didn't use the same high quality materials they used on Mario and Yoshi for these guys. So they're technically not the most amazing plushes out there, but for fans of the game, these are such a treat. I would love to get the Pianta plushes especially someday. These are great. This is definitely the Super Mario Sunshine plush set, as it represents the game the best. The other sets are cool and all, but hey, they don't have a plush of a Pianta holding a durian, do they? Though to be fair, Nippon Auto Toys still didn't make a toad's worth, so how great is this set really? To be honest, it is a shame so many cool designs from Sunshine never got plushes. Shadow Mario would have been an easy but infinitely cool variant of any of these Mario plushes, and there being no Sunshine Bowser Jr. plush is also odd, since he was introduced in the game. You'd think they would have wanted to make him too, since he has a cute design and would have been a perfect marketable plush. But oh well, we've gotten plenty of Bowser Jr. plushes after Sunshine, so not much was lost. Anyway, it's always easy to wish we got more than what we did, but we have to appreciate all of these great plushes that do exist. I don't know if we'd ever get a Pianta or Noki plush nowadays, so these guys really are one of a kind. One of the most popular classic Nintendo plush sets is the one made by BD&A. Their line lasted for many years, from the N64 era all the way to early GameCube. While the company is most well known for their Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie plushes, as well as of course their Bonzi Buddy plush, they also made their own Super Mario Sunshine plush. Released as an exclusive to the Nintendo Power Supplies catalog, this dude is an absolute champ of a Mario plush. To obtain this plush, you had to mail an order in through the Nintendo Power Supplies catalog, which is how many of these BD&A Nintendo plushes could be purchased. He retailed for a surprisingly low price of $12, of which he is more than worthy. Since he was only available through a mail-in order, he never came with a paper tag, and came in a bag. He does have a tush tag though. Mario is once again posed standing, with FLUDD of course on his back, fully detailed. I really do love that most of these Sunshine Mario plushes included FLUDD. It seems to me that his design would be hard to capture in plush form, so I'm glad these companies took the challenge to make such unique products. Without FLUDD, these would all basically be normal Mario plushes, not counting Mario's forearm forearms at least. Mario's face is quite similar to how BD&A's other Mario plushes look, and he's made of similar high-quality materials. But the thing that makes this Mario really cool is that he's posable. That's right, you can pose this Mario, making him the most functional Mario Sunshine plush out there. His legs can freely be posed, and his arms do have wires in them as well, though his hands are stitched to Flood's handles, making that kinda pointless. He's very similar to this Toy Site posable Mario plush, just of course this time having Flood. Thankfully, you can still find this BD&A Sunshine Mario plush for a pretty good price these days. I see listings for him on eBay often, and he's never above $50. So this is not only one of the coolest Sunshine plushes out there, he's also the cheapest to find. The plush stands at around 9 inches tall, so he's a great size as well. This has to be one of BD&A's best Mario plushes they did, and trust me, they did a lot. With that said though, this would unfortunately be one of BD&A's last Mario plush releases, but they clearly went out with a bang. And there you have it, an overview of all the plushes made for Super Mario Sunshine. There are a lot more than you'd expect, huh? I'm so happy so many plushes exist for this game. Sunshine is one of the most out there Mario games, with endless style and charm, and it's for sure one of my favorites, so it's wonderful to know it got so much love with merchandise. While I only have a handful of these guys right now, I would love to get more of them someday. These plushes though were far from all the promotion Sunshine got in terms of merchandise. There were also figures, promotional items including shirts, and even a beach towel, which was given away as a pre-order bonus at Toys R Us. This video only scratches the surface of Mario Sunshine related goods and promotions, but we'll save those for another time. Now, not only are these plushes fantastic in their own right, they signify a huge change in Mario merchandise history. Before these came out, Mario plushes were never too accurate looking. Even the Japanese plush sets pre-Sunshine had this slightly off-model feel to them, and with how clean Mario is always represented to be nowadays, there's some real charm to that. These Sunshine plushes were some of the first to really get the look of Mario and Friends down. Sanei still had some learning to do, but at the time of their release, these were the best of the best and continue to impress Mario fans to this day. The GameCube era was a real transitional period for Nintendo as a whole, and it's great that change gets immortalized in these plushes. Some of them, like BD&A's and Sanei's, still have a bit of whack to them, but the SEGA Prize and Nippon Auto sets are really beautifully made, and I recommend all of these. The way I look at these sets goes as follows. The Sanei plush set is not as great as the others, but is historical for being Sanei's first ever Mario plush set. The SEGA Prize plush set is unmistakably high quality, but lacks in variety. The Nippon Auto set though, that's my favorite. All of the plushes in this set are very well made, and it houses not one but 4 designs who have never gotten plushes outside of this set. I hope you've enjoyed this look at some of the most unique Mario plushes out there for one of the most unique Mario games out there. It's great to know these Sunshine plushes feature as much charm as the game itself. Super Mario Sunshine will always hold a special place in my heart, and so will the plushes.